Hey guys, it's Jason28W again. I was just doing a little update video, let you guys know how the E-Savage is coming. Let's see, where do I begin? Alright, well I still have the front end off the truck. I did some research online and I found some ceramic bearings that are from Acer Racing. Let's see here. I got Tower Hobby's newest Speed Mart. Let's see if I can find them here quick. I was flipping through here and I came across these. Let's see, Acer Racing ceramic bearings. Let's see, and then the ones I need. You can't see it, it's out of focus, but those are pretty much what they look like. Well, but actually, this is an old picture of them, and the ones that I'm getting are the updated version, and they got, they're stronger and lighter. They got, some type of different synthetic oil or greaser or whatever the hell it is in the bearings where you get smoother operation. They don't heat up as much. They last like 10 times longer. And the bearings that I was gonna get, they're like $12.99 or whatever, and that's the factory ones for the truck. Well, I found these, the better ones, for, let's see, 5x11x4 is the size that I need, and they're $15.99. If you could even see that, I doubt it. So that's what I'm going to get, and I found out the reason why the bearings in the front went out. It's not from the power of the truck, it's for the, well, what is going on is when it does a wheelie, you know, and it comes back down, it's slamming, always slamming down on the front, slam, slam, you know. And what it was happening is, this is one of my old bearings. What was happening is when it was coming down and slamming, it is putting extreme pressure on the bearings in there, or the ball bearings, and that's the reason why this right here happened. Bearing just came apart. It just eventually, from all the slamming of the front end coming down, it took out the bearings, and that's what that clicking was, that I couldn't figure out what it was for the longest time. Well, so I got that all figured out. It's going to cost me about, there's some other stuff that I'm ordering too, but should cost me about in between $30 and $50 to get it going again. So, which isn't bad. Oh, and then I'm working on a little project. I was wondering if you guys would give me an opinion. I was thinking about putting the stock chassis plates back on because of the simple fact is that my carbon fiber ones, the last time I ran my truck, I was out jumping it and that, and stuff like that, and I cracked the plate right there, and on one spot on the other side. Well, I re-fiberglassed it and that, you know, so it's not a problem now, but I don't want them to break any further. So, the question that I have for you guys is, should I leave them the silver like this, or should I paint them to match, like the shocks, you know, the HPI vehicles, they have the iodized purple. Well, I have this paint here that is iodized purple. And I was wondering, what do you guys thought, if I should paint them to match the other iodized purple stuff, or should I leave them silver to match the silver shocks, my silver cooling fan deal, you know, stuff like that. So, if you guys could give me advice on that and let me know, that'd be great. I know a lot of people don't view my channel, but I'd appreciate it if you guys would do that. Just give me some ideas. You know, I'll take in ideas. You know, some of the ideas I come up with are good, and sometimes they're not, and you live and learn, you know. That's the way it goes. But, oh, and since my truck was broke down, we were out running my fiance's Stampede, and we blew out the transmission on it. And so it's kind of funny. The front end is out on mine, and the rear end is out on hers. Go figure, huh? Well, what had happened to hers, if I can find the gear, the differential gear, of course, you know, I can never find anything when I'm, here it is. Alright, this is the stock differential gear that was in there. And what had happened is, let me find it here, right there. You can see the teeth are just flattened out. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but the teeth are just flat right there. And it took that gear out, but it didn't take out the idler gear because I replaced that with aluminum idler gear the first time the tranny went out. I blew the tranny out the first time when it was brand new. It was maybe only 3 days old. And I was out beating the hell out of it, and stripped the idler gear, so we replaced that, and then about a year later, the differential goes out on it. So I guess that's not too bad, you know, and I got some new tires for her truck. The tires that are her rear tires, they still got a little bit of tread on them, so we're going to use them until there's nothing left. And then I'm going to swap them out. Oh, and that brings me to another question. If anybody out there knows a good way to get the tires off the rims without having to cut the shit out of the tires, you know, and then use an X-Acto blade or a flathead screwdriver or something to dig the rubber out of the grooves, if anybody has any good ideas, you know, let me know. I know I've saw in some videos where people will boil their rims and tires, and that helps weaken the glue, but then that just takes the chrome off the rims. And as you can see, her rims are still in nice condition, and I want to keep them that way. So if anybody has any ideas on how to do that, let me know. But I suppose I'm almost out of time here. Other than that, nothing's really changed. Yeah. So let me know on the painting deal there and everything else. Please rate, subscribe, and comment and all that. And alright, guys, well, I'll have another update here when I get my parts in. But other than that, we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.